Hi everyone, the Junior Grand Prix series is starting to wind down while the Senior series is just starting to pick up. And so I'm doing a small prediction video on the 2023 Junior Grand Prix of Poland as well as the Nepal Memorial. Starting off with the pairs in the Junior Grand Prix, this should be an easy win for Violeta Serenova and Ivan Kobat. I don't see them having any real competitors here. Also on the podium, I can see Nikola Setkova and Oliver Kabaka, as well as Irina Napolitano and Eduardo Camille. If any of those teams fail to make it on the podium, Eva Kemp and Yotan Ilazarov could possibly get in there, or either of the Chinese pair, Wen Wing Shui with Shizu Wang, or Yi Shi Yang and Shun Wang Deng. They might also get on the podium, depending on whether they could do their side-by-side jumps. On the men, this should be a win for Jun Hyun Len, but if he doesn't perform well here, Edward Appleby could also take a gold medal here. I feel like if Lim fails to perform, Appleby could definitely get in there. On my podium for men, I'm definitely putting Dayan Ibihara, really nice young Japanese skater. Probably doesn't have the competitive mindset yet, but definitely has, the skating skills, the edge, as well as the jump. Whether he could deliver it, we don't know. The Americans did surprisingly well at their last competition, which I was not even expecting. So Becker Starmer could also find himself on the podium, depending on how the other men do. We could also see Alec Gunzerborg, or even Yu Dong Cheng. I know I keep putting him on my list and he is yet to deliver, but I feel like if I keep putting him on the list, at least once he's going to deliver. For the ice stands, again, this should be a fairly easy win for Daria Graham and Mikolai Servetsky. They won their last Grand Prix. Winning this would send them straight to the Grand Prix final. And I don't really see, unless something really horrendous happened, them not winning it. They don't really have a lot of competition at this event. Also on the podium might be the brother and sister of Natalie Blasova and Philip Blas. Or we might get a surprise from like a Gia Zender and Badar Leon Ziber. And you also have like other skaters, depending on how the skaters do, you have like other skaters that might also make an appearance, like Molly Harrison and Alexiro Serenkov Golchev. And also you can't take out the young Japanese team, Sarah Kishimoto and Atsuhiko Tamara. They might also do something depending on how the field plays out. For the women, it's going to be a battle between Minso Kwan and Rina Uzono. I want Minso Kwan to make it to the final. She has a bronze medal from her last event. She didn't have a good short program, came back in the free. She needs a gold medal at this event to give her a real chance at making it to the Grand Prix final. However, Rina had a really good first outing, which I'm sure was a confidence booster for her. So that might propel her to a win here. So it's definitely going to be a battle for them for the gold, with me giving just a tiny bit of a heads up to Minso Kwan, simply because of her ice presence, her packaging, which is exquisite, and just her overall, confidence on the ice. In third place, I'm going to go to Si Yoon Jen Young. Really nice skater. I just don't know if she has the competitive mindset, but we're going to have to wait and see if she could deliver. But if any of these girls fail to deliver, there are some other skaters that could find themselves in there, like Daja Chubitsan, Olisa Ray, or the two young Chinese skaters, Shi Quen Gao or Yi Yang Wang. they could also be in there. Sarah Everhart is also in the mix. So it depends on who comes, how they perform, and how other skaters perform. So the Junior Grand Prix for the ladies, I think the top two are going to fight it out, and then the third position would be wide open, as well as top six. Then we get to the Nepal Memorial. The men, without a doubt, Junhwa Cha. Give my baby his medal. Don't even make him come. Just give him the medal. I cannot wait to see his programs this season. Please let them be good. Please let the triple axel hold up. Please let the quads be effortless. I'm invested. So for me, without a doubt, the winner is Junhwa Cha. Although Cha does tend to not start off his season really good. Again, I hope he finally breaks that pattern and has a really good start to his season. In second place, I'm putting another favorite, which is Denis Vasilyev, another skater that tends to have like a lot of inconsistent up and down. So we don't know if this is going to be an up or down even for him. But, you know, whenever you get Denis Vasilyev, you always get a performance, and he's definitely a fan favorite. For me, the bronze medal is a three-way split between Gabrielle Fagapini, Nika Egadze, and Mikhail Sidorov. It depends on who managed to stay on their feet more for me. Like, the podium will depend on who managed to stay on their feet more. I think that's what it'll come down to. For the ice dance, this is a back-to-back performance for Lila Fair and Lewis Gibson. Given the 17-point lead they got at their last competition, I don't see the judges not going with them here. So I think this is another easy one for them. In second place is my Lala couple, my little Lala couple, Marjorie Lajoie and Zachary Laga. I cannot wait to see them this season. I hope they improve. I hope they're growing. You know, I'm really invested in this couple. In third place, I'm putting Amelia Zingas and Vadim Kozlasnik. This couple was a revelation for me last season. And if they can match what they did last season or even better it, I see them having a really good season and trying to put themselves in that third spot in the U.S. ice dance, podium. I'm still mourning Vladim's last partnership, but we'll put that where it is. This is a really good partnership for him, and I want to see what kind of program they have and how they've improved from one season to the next. Probably who will be in third place, but I'm putting them fourth here, is the brother and sister of Natalie Tashlevlora and Philippe Tashler. Again, I love her power, her speed, how deep they get into the ice, how much space they take up in the ice. I don't love their programs. I think they need to stop with the spoken word, but there is so much there that with the right packaging and the right program, I would put them really far. And then rounding up my top five is Yuka Orihara and Huno Perelman. Now, I'm not putting Diana Davis and Gleb Smokin on this list. Why? Because I think if those five skaters skate clean, there is no way Diana Davis and Gleb Smokin should beat them. Having said that, I do understand how politicized figure skating is, especially the ice dance. And sometimes what you do on the ice has very little on what's been done behind the scenes off the ice. But I will tell the judges this right now. If Diana Davis and Gleb Smokin ends up ahead of Marjorie Lajoie and Zachary Laga when they skate clean, I ain't gonna have that bullshit. I'm gonna just let you guys know right now. Whatever nonsense y'all about to pull, don't pull that one. That's all I'm gonna say on that. And then finally for the women, I'm going to give it to Hyen Lee. We haven't seen her so far this season. She is also another skater that doesn't really start her season off big. She's a slow building kind of skater. But I hope, she comes out like she realized she could win world. She's a contender now, and she comes out and she gives the judges the reason to give her the scores to potentially win world. So I'm putting her in first place. In second place, I'm putting Cheon Kim. She didn't do so well at her first outing. She is a fighter. I see her coming back out, fighting, trying to do better. So I'm putting her in second place. On my podium, in third place, I'm putting Ekaterina Karakova. Always a fan favorite with her triple-double in the short program, bringing the judges in and getting that score to just get the job done. I would have put Yu Young and just had myself a complete South Korean podium. But the reason why I'm not is because we haven't seen Yu Young skate at her full potential for quite a while now. We knew what happened at the Olympics. She lost her father. There was a lot of, that's a major loss to have at such a young age. So she was dealing with that emotionally, physically, psychologically. So we don't know where she is in terms of her healing, her process. So I just didn't want to put her on the podium simply because we haven't seen her compete at her best for such a long time. But I'm not discounting her. In fifth place, I'm putting Madeline Shrezar, another skater that has to prove something this season. Because this season, forget about the international pressure, the national pressure she's going to be faced with, she needs to show Skate Canada that she is their premier #1 lady. She needs them to be in her corner, and she needs to start doing that early in the season by delivering consistent performances. And then rounding out my top 6, you can never count her out, is Miss Lara Naki Goodman. Whenever you count Miss Naki Goodman out, she comes back and sneaks in there. So I'm going to put her in my top 6. But you guys let me know. What do you think is going to happen at these two events? Who is on your podium? Let me know in the comments.